Nevada is widely known for the dazzling lights of Las Vegas, its world-famous casinos, and top-tier entertainment. However, behind this glamorous facade lies a harsh reality, an escalating homelessness crisis. In fact, Nevada ranks as the 5th highest state in the United States in terms of its homeless population. Across the streets of Nevada, rows of tents have become a common sight, forming makeshift shelters for those who have nowhere else to go. Each tent tells a story of struggle, resilience, and the harsh conditions faced by those living on the margins of society. Public spaces such as parks and bridges have silently borne witness to their daily battles, serving as temporary refuges for those who have lost everything.
Had a significant rise in our local homeless population. That is the latest result from the Southern Nevada homeless census count, which was released this week.
It made perfect sense now why my lungs were so bad, why my sinuses were so bad.
Nonprofits, private investors, they're all scrambling to find millions of dollars in relief money, and their goal is to find more permanent housing for more people.
The situation has only worsened over time. In 2023, the homelessness rate in Nevada saw a staggering 12% increase compared to the previous year. That year, an estimated 8,666 individuals were recorded as homeless across the state. The vast majority of them were concentrated in urban areas, with approximately 6,556 people in Clark County, home to Las Vegas, and another 1,690 in Washoe County, where Reno is located. Meanwhile, in rural counties, around 410 individuals were experiencing homelessness, highlighting the widespread nature of the crisis beyond just the major cities. This alarming rise in homelessness aligns with the findings of the HUD 2024 report, which highlights several key factors exacerbating the crisis. Contrary to popular belief, the root cause is not merely a lack of housing, but rather a decline in economic support systems. One significant factor is the reduction in the child tax credit, which was cut from $3,000 to $2,000 per child, placing additional financial strain on struggling families. Moreover, systemic racism continues to play a damaging role, deepening the disparities that keep certain communities trapped in cycles of poverty and homelessness. Compounding these issues are the worsening affordable housing crisis, skyrocketing inflation, and stagnant wages, particularly among low and middle-income households. These economic pressures make it increasingly difficult for many individuals and families to secure stable housing. Additionally, public health crises, natural disasters that force evacuations, the growing number of immigrants, and the expiration of homelessness prevention programs have all contributed to the surge in homelessness. Data reveals that 38.9% of Nevada's homeless population struggles with substance or alcohol abuse, 44.7% suffer from mental health disorders, and 54.3% experience depression, further underscoring the complex nature of this crisis. In southern Nevada alone, the economic burden of homelessness is expected to reach a staggering $1.1 billion per year over the next 2 decades, driven by rising demand for social services and the continued growth of the homeless population. Where do the homeless typically gather? Beneath the glitz and glamour of Las Vegas, hidden from the bustling streets above, lies a vast network of underground drainage tunnels that have become home to an estimated 1,000 homeless individuals, often referred to as the Mole People. These tunnels provide shelter from Nevada's extreme desert climate, offering a brief respite from the scorching heat of summer and the bitter cold of winter. Some residents have even managed to turn these spaces into makeshift homes, furnishing them with beds, bookshelves, and even improvised shower setups. However, living in these tunnels comes with significant dangers, the most pressing being the risk of flash floods, which can wash away everything they own and, in the worst cases, claim lives. In Nevada, homelessness is primarily concentrated in urban areas, particularly in Clark County, home to Las Vegas, and Washoe County, which includes Reno. In downtown Las Vegas, large groups of homeless individuals can often be found sleeping along sidewalks, beneath overpasses, and in overlooked corners of the city where law enforcement presence is minimal. Similarly, in Reno, many homeless communities gather in and around downtown, particularly near public parks and open spaces where they have better access to aid services and temporary shelter. Everyday life on the streets is an ongoing battle against unsanitary conditions, crime, and countless other dangers. One of the biggest challenges faced by Nevada's homeless population is the state's unforgiving climate. The scorching summer months are especially brutal. Las Vegas temperatures can soar to 120 degrees Fahrenheit, 49 degrees Celsius, creating life-threatening conditions for those without adequate shelter. The city's vast concrete landscape only amplifies the heat, making exposure even more dangerous. Extreme weather isn't the only hardship. Access to medical services, including mental health care, is often severely limited for those experiencing homelessness. A lack of identification documents, unreliable transportation, and insufficient financial resources prevent many from receiving the care they desperately need. Additionally, the stigma surrounding mental health issues discourages individuals from seeking professional help, worsening their conditions. Nevada is also grappling with a severe shortage of affordable housing, which remains a significant barrier to securing stable living arrangements. Many are forced into unsafe or informal living situations, leaving them vulnerable to exploitation and illegal evictions. Beyond these logistical challenges, the homeless population also faces widespread discrimination that affects nearly every aspect of their lives, from employment and healthcare to accessing basic social services. This deep-seated stigma often leads to social isolation, diminished self-worth, and a reluctance to seek assistance. Compounding the issue, Nevada's lack of a state income tax limits government funding for critical social services, including mental health care. Many people experiencing homelessness are unfairly labeled as lazy, addicted, or simply reliant on handouts. Misconceptions that further alienate them from the support systems they so desperately need. The rising homelessness crisis in Nevada, particularly in Las Vegas, has far-reaching social and economic consequences. On a social level, the presence of homeless communities living in underground drainage tunnels starkly highlights the deep inequalities within the state, a sharp contrast between the glittering entertainment industry and the harsh realities faced by those on the margins of society. This growing divide not only fuels social stigma, but also creates severe health risks for the homeless population, as they are forced to live in unsanitary conditions with constant exposure to potential flash floods. Economically, the increasing number of homeless individuals places a significant strain on city resources, particularly healthcare and social services. Emergency medical care, shelters, and law enforcement interventions all contribute to the rising costs associated with managing the crisis. Additionally, the visibility of homelessness in public spaces can impact the image of Las Vegas, a city that heavily relies on tourism as one of its primary revenue sources. A decline in tourist appeal could lead to financial losses for businesses and ultimately the local economy. Addressing this issue requires a comprehensive and multifaceted approach. Solutions must include expanding access to affordable housing, improving mental health services, and implementing rehabilitation programs to help those struggling with addiction and other challenges. Without meaningful intervention, both the social divide and economic burden will only continue to grow. Recognizing the severity of the homelessness crisis, Nevada has implemented a range of programs and services aimed at providing shelter, support, and pathways to independence. These initiatives focus on both immediate relief and long-term solutions to help individuals regain stability. One of the leading efforts in this space is the Nevada Homeless Alliance, NHA, established in 1992. This organization collaborates with federal, state, and local governments, as well as businesses, faith-based groups, and individuals experiencing homelessness. Their work includes policy advocacy, public education, and community-driven events such as Project Homeless Connect, which directly connects homeless individuals with essential resources, including housing, healthcare, job support, and legal assistance. Religious organizations also play a vital role in providing aid to Nevada's homeless population. Catholic Charities of Southern Nevada, for example, offers emergency shelter and affordable housing solutions. Their emergency shelter program operates year-round, providing 400 beds for men in need of immediate refuge. Additionally, their Renewing Hope program helps individuals transition towards self-sufficiency through employment opportunities, while the Housing Navigation Center provides case management services to assist people in securing permanent housing. Another key initiative, St. Vincent Apartments, offers 120 furnished housing units for adults in need of long-term stability. Despite these efforts, significant challenges remain. As previously mentioned, Las Vegas experiences extreme heat waves, which pose life-threatening risks to those living on the streets. To address this, the city has set up cooling stations and expanded housing programs. But the rising number of heat-related incidents underscores the urgent need for sustained and enhanced support for vulnerable communities. The fight against homelessness requires continuous investment, innovative solutions, and a commitment to long-term change.
Once you get the help, you've got to find some place that will accept you and, oh, I'm homeless. Well, we don't want you because you're homeless.
In response to the growing homelessness crisis, the state of Nevada has implemented various programs aimed at providing direct assistance and resources to those in need. One of the key initiatives is Nevada 211, a program operated by the Nevada Department of Health and Human Services. This service offers a comprehensive resource directory for individuals seeking support. By dialing 211 or texting their zip code to 898211, individuals can access crucial information on emergency shelters, food resources, healthcare services, and more. Another major effort comes from Help of Southern Nevada, an organization dedicated to assisting individuals and families in achieving self-sufficiency. Their programs include housing assistance for both adults and families, behavioral health services, a specialized homeless response team, and the Shannon West Homeless Youth Center, which provides shelter and support for homeless teenagers, helping them transition toward independent living. Despite these initiatives, Nevada continues to face significant obstacles in addressing homelessness effectively. One of the biggest challenges is the severe shortage of affordable housing. Since 2016, rental prices in the state have surged by 40%, making it increasingly difficult for low-income residents to secure stable housing. This lack of affordable options has left many on the brink of homelessness or forced them into overcrowded and unsafe living situations. Another major issue is Nevada's lack of a state income tax, which, while benefiting residents in some ways, also limits funding for critical social services, including mental health care. The financial constraints make it challenging to expand or improve programs that support homeless individuals. leaving many without access to the resources they need to rebuild their lives. Additionally, legal policies surrounding homelessness in Nevada remain complex and often controversial. Anti-camping ordinances, for example, have sparked heated debates. In cities like Las Vegas, these laws prohibit camping or sleeping in public spaces, particularly in downtown districts. While proponents argue that such regulations help maintain public order, advocates for the homeless contend that these laws criminalize homelessness, making it even harder for individuals to break free from poverty. The ongoing legal and ethical debates surrounding these policies highlight the need for more balanced and humane solutions to address the crisis effectively.